Stone, you've got pennies in your pocket, you've got nothing in the bank, the creditors are calling, you're behind on your promises. And he says, here's how that occurs. You've attracted, up until now, you've attracted the things to you because of the person you've become. Now I said, well, how can I change all that? He said, very simple. If you will change, everything will change for you. You don't have to change what's outside. All you've got to change is what's inside. To have more, you simply have to become more. And then he said, don't wish it was easier, wish you were better. Don't wish for less problems, wish for more skills. Start working on yourself, making these personal changes. And he said, it'll all change for you.
It's all sublime, prime time, refined wine. And when I close my eyes, I can see the sunshine. I pray for the young kids who's involved with crime. They're lost out here, but they on time and running the streets, misguided and wildin'. To them, it's all about sex, money, and violence. The tears that fall from my eyes, it's not from crying. The tears fall from my eyes when my people are dying. In my heart, I have the pride of a lion. I stand for the truth, not for those who are lying. You judge me for hex, but Pulse X will be the best X. We haven't seen nothing yet. It's money, money, and ain't a damn thing funny. Alleviate the pains of the poor and hungry, cause when I die, my grandkids will be considered old money.
What's going on, everybody? It's the Crypto Wonder, your host of the Crypto Wonder podcast. I hope you're doing well. Let's get it. So, it seems like people are talking about how, like, first and foremost, there's always something going on in crypto. Always. Never a dull moment. So people now are questioning if PulseChain is actually ever going to be released. Right? They're second guessing, and they've become fearful, uncertain, and doubtful. Good old FUD. And to me, that's just it just denotes a lot of things. It denotes a lot. You know what I mean? It shows me, and first of all, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. People think that they have the secret sauce, right? They think that their summation of ideas, experiences may equal up to the truth. So if you look at this sacrifice for PulseChain, and you think because of your whatever idea, even speculation, you have now good reason to be fearful, uncertain, and doubtful. Well, that's your right. That's your right as a regular schmegular human being. But you got to ask yourself this too, though. If you're so afraid, and if you become incredibly uncertain, and you're now filled with an insurmountable amount of or level of doubt, and you have these sensations brewing in your stomach, and you can't handle it, you're not built for the long-term ride. Why you're not built is because you just sacrificed more than you were willing to lose. You sacrificed too much because now it's gnawing at you. It's just the truth. You sacrificed an amount that you ideally shouldn't have been able to, you shouldn't have parted with anyway. You put too much that you could afford to lose. A person like myself, like for real, I can't afford to lose anything. So I've never believed in that saying. I've lost a lot. Doesn't mean I could have afforded to lose it. I don't subscribe to that type of thinking. Stuff just happens. This is how life is. Certain things you just can't, it doesn't have an explanation. There's certain mysteries you just cannot unravel. You'll never know in your conscious life. So to squirm in your own skin, wondering when. And if you've been in crypto for 5 years, let's say, you should have a very, very good idea of how this goes. You should be well equipped by now to know the risks involved. Seriously. Again, I'm going to keep it simple for everybody. The minute you send your crypto away, you click send and you're doing whatever with it, whether you're buying, whether you're selling, whether you're doing whatever, consider it gone. That gives you a great deal of relief, but it also stresses you out because you have expectations. If you're buying, you're expecting to receive what you bought, right? If you're selling, you're expecting to receive the proceeds of what you sold. You have expectations. You killed it right there by just having expectations. You messed around and you said, oh, wait, I'm going to do this or I'm going to get this by all means. You messed around and just have that now. You feel this is what it's supposed to be. And that's fine. Person to person, peer to peer. The blockchain exists as a truth teller, or it's supposed to capture the truth, right? Can't be altered. Accessible to anyone who has internet access. So it dissolves all that stuff about expectation because it captures it. It's going to do what is created and developed to do. Record all the transactions. So what are you expecting? This is not for that though. That's for a different conversation. The whole expectation. That's a different conversation. How many times you expect shit from people and you have to fall flat on your face because they didn't deliver? It's a part of life. And I'm not saying PulseChain is going to do that, but I'm talking about developing a certain sense of awareness after you've experienced certain things in life should put you in a better footing, should put you in a greater position to deal and navigate through these things right here that we deal with. But when you forget about those things and you just treat things like everything is a casino, everything is a damn lottery scratch-off ticket, and everything is a gamble, you deal with what comes with that. You're going to live in a state of morose, uneasiness, worry, stress. All of those feelings of fear will envelop you and cripple your better thinking and your judgment, because you're going to wish you could have and should have done something else forever. You'll forever wish that instead of buying this car, you should have bought a house. You're going to forever wish that instead of buying these expensive threads or sneakers or whatever, you should have did something else. You're going to forever wish you didn't, accumulate all this crazy debt. That's just a part of life. Shoulda, coulda, woulda, wished I did this, wish I did that. You're going to wish you didn't pair up with the certain person because they turned out to be a nightmare in your life, But these things allow us to become who we are, and we learn from those experiences so that when they arise again, we know how to meet them. We know what to do. We have a better understanding of how to deal with life situations as they come. Now, after 4 to 5 years, 6 years, however many years you've been in crypto for years. And you land on something that's just been working flawlessly. Hex, flawless. The founder of Hex tells everybody, tells the world, even though everyone's not listening, the world's not listening. Only a fraction of a fraction is listening, but tells everyone he's going to fork Ethereum. Everyone gets all excited, as they should, as we should. Why not? Because you're talking about one of the best performing assets. The founder of one of the best performing, the best performing asset in the last 2 years in the world is about to now launch something else or invent from an idea that he had in his mind, assembling a team of people to make sure it gets done. And folks, naturally, because we've seen what Hex has done. Oh, bet. No doubt. That's the proof. You're going to sacrifice. People are going to sacrifice. Forgetting certain key elements. Like the man has always said, he's never been right on a timeline. That's why he doesn't give timelines. He's never been right. How long did it take Hex to become a thing? How long did it take Hex to be created before it was launched? How long? People with the short-sighted memory. But now it's, what if PulseChain doesn't launch? And what's crazy too is, people will always talk a good game, or they'll always try to, critique and criticize as if they can do something better. You understand? You understand when it's like kids growing up, kids tease each other, they play with one another or whatever, even young people in school or whatever, even in life, period. People always gonna say, oh no, you should have did this, you could have did this, you could have did that. You should have been doing this, this and that, as if they can do something better. Well, if you can do something better, then do it. No one's going to do that. No one's going to do that. They're waiting because you have bona fide haters in life who want to see nothing good for anyone, much less themselves. They want to see everything fail so they can laugh in their own miserable world. Because there's people that's like that. There are twisted, damaged individuals out here. More than you'd like to think. Absolutely. And they need to exist because they serve as motivation. You understand? When you have someone like an antagonist, some simplified, simpleton hater, you understand that they exist because you're doing something great. Like, that's really what it is. Great things are being done, so you're going to have people who are jealous, who are scorned, bitter, salty, because they possibly wish they were the ones who were creating something, or they wish they were the ones who had the ability to do that. They see something in others that they wish they had it themselves. You know how many people secretly wish they were rich at heart? They'll never tell you, though. Meanwhile, you don't know what it took for that man to get to where he's at. They think it's easy. They don't know what it took for that man to get to where he's at. And everyone has a weight to carry. Everybody has a story. You don't know what people are going through. Imagine, like, think for a second. No one wants to wear the brunt of responsibility that comes with greatness, but everyone wants to be great. Imagine, like when I watch him on his live streams, battling, going toe to toe, sword for sword, knife for knife, bullet for bullet, with all of his debaters and haters, and basically demolish them. Not everyone can do that. And you have to have a certain level of, this is a test of mettle, this strength, because you know what you know. And you're willing to defend it to the end. You think many people can do that? You think that's an easy feat to accomplish? A person who's been in the space since the early days, who's seen all types of stuff happen, who's educating now, who's he's deciding to educate the masses on good practices in crypto, good products to deal with, and people are throwing rocks at him. His peers, his own peers, after achieving 2+ years success in the market, in the space, in the industry, changed the lives of many people, and consistently doing the same thing, applying the same strategy, and trying to create more products to enrich the lives of many, and he still receives animosity. Do you think many of us can handle that type of pressure? Nah. So it's no surprise when you hear nonsense like, what if PulseChain doesn't launch? Or if and when it launches, you know? You know what I mean? How's your dollar bill treated you? How's that been treating you so far in life? Do you not have to use more of your baseless Fiat garbage to buy the same things you needed to buy today? Do you not have to use more of it? Has the cost of living not gone up in a multitude of ways based on that trash Fiat? But you believe in that more. You believe that the dollar is not going to exit scam, that it hasn't been exit scamming us since 1913. That's what I'm talking about. Like, People, the focus is completely off. You expect to be rich slaving for an employer. You expect to be rich thinking that your 401k is going to allow you to live out through the rest of your golden years. You expect to be rich going to school and accruing hundreds of $1,000s in debt, and you come out and you're getting a $30,000-$40,000 a year paying job. You expect to be rich amassing these degrees that can't even afford you the opportunity to pay a $100,000 loan in a year or two without being a medical professional or, sans being an attorney, engineer, or something of that sort, computer tech person. You buy into that whole dream that the powers that be got your back. Why are you in crypto? You buy into the whole dream that legacy, investing in stocks is the way out. You buy into the whole dream of days old, 401k, IRA, mutual fund, blah, blah, options, or even trading is the secret. Real estate, you really think real estate? You buying into the dream. You buying into the dream. But you are going to continue. You're going to buy that dream and FUD not only PulseChain, but FUD Hex. Oh, I'm just going to laugh at you. You know what I'm saying? You're just going to laugh. You just got to laugh. You just got to laugh. A gallon of orange juice over here, $11.99. It costs $11.99. Regular. I never saw a gallon of orange juice cost $11.99 in my natural life, and I've been out here for a little while. But you believe in the Fiat. You believe in that dollar. You believe in that. I don't care if you talk to me about other cryptocurrencies. That is whatever. When you've been around for years and you've seen how things have unfolded, you've seen how the market has advanced, has changed, has evolved, and you've actually reached a point where you developed your own skill set, your own plans that work for you. But there's certain things that are universal, right? Not your keys, not your crypto, blah, blah, blah. And you see something that's happened that's been so powerful like Hex happened. And then you're going to doubt the fact that this man may or may not launch PulseChain after he's done numerous live streams, giving updates after updates after updates after updates. These people have the short-sighted mentality. These are the same people who claim they've been in Hex for the longest, right? Who won't tell you that they're not in it for the long haul. They can't stomach this for 15 years. You have people who just got into Hex, who understand it from day one, who've got into Hex a long time after, much later than the first month or two or whatever of the product, who understand the value and are holding on forever because they see the light bulb turned on, ding. And then you got guys who are just who they are, and what do they say? Have weak hands because you behave like a weak-handed individual, and then you'll say it. And these are the things that sort of like, I'm not surprised. I used to question it heavy before, but I don't anymore because I get it. Everyone doesn't have the same levels of control, the same level of discipline, the same level of self-control and self-discipline. Because you allow sometimes your dreams to dictate where you're going to go and your emotions to dictate what you're going to do. And many times we fail by allowing our feelings to dictate what we're going to do. That's why, make no mistake about it, when PulseChain does launch, because I believe it's going to, I have no reason to doubt that it's going to launch. When it launches, people are going to sell early, and it's their right to do that. It's their right to do that, because a lot of people, again, it's the transference of wealth that's going to occur from those who are impatient to the patient. There's a lot of impatient people that are just trying to make money because the world is twisted and fucked up economically right now. That's a fact. So who wouldn't want a quick 20x, 50x, 100x and sell? I get it. But you selling for today and forgetting about tomorrow. That's your choice. It's your choice. And another thing with, like, again, people have all these criticisms. Oh, is it going to come out? When is it going to come out? Whatever. You should just treat it like it's like you just sacrificed. That's it. Expect nothing. That gives you a certain level of peace. But when it stresses you out, it's because you put too much. You put too much. That's why you overwork. You worked up right now. You know what I'm saying? You're too stressed out. But have you, all of these people that criticize, all of these people that talking and all this doubt talk, have you created your own blockchain? Have you done something comparatively, similar to what the founder of Hex is doing? If you could do something better, do it. And I could do it. He was going to talk. I'm buying into these narratives, man. I remember when I was in grade school. When I was in grade school, and they were teaching us MS-DOS. Or was it before MS-DOS? We were learning some coding, and I didn't see the value in it. But we were learning some coding. And I noticed if you just put in the wrong punctuation, whether it's a letter, whether it's a digit, whatever, you put in the wrong punctuation, it threw everything off. Everything off. And that was like before MS-DOS, like around that period. I can't tell you how advanced, how times have changed in the levels we are right now. Right? A simple code, simple whatever. Simple thing for teaching kids how to do something like draw a picture, draw a stick figure, a simple stick figure. How to create a simple stick figure. The big circle for the head, the body's one letter, one line, and then the two arms and two legs. That's it. As simple as that. You miss one dot, one period, one letter, one comma, punctuation, one number, whatever, everything thrown off. But people think it's easy to launch a blockchain, that it should have been done already. Because of what? Because of who? Because you know how to launch a blockchain? Do you know how to launch a blockchain? Do you know what's involved? Know nothing about software. Know nothing about software. The only software you know is your social media app that you didn't create. Whatever you use. And you got, the audacity. The audacity to criticize the amount of time it's taking to launch a blockchain. Like you could do better. Like you could do better. I remember someone said like Ethereum had the best minds, the best technical minds. Like people have said that for years with Ethereum. They have the best technical minds in the world. They got the best developers. That's what they used to say. That Ethereum has the best developers in the world. Ethereum is akin to, you're flying a plane. Ethereum is the plane, and picture as the plane is flying, you're repairing the plane while it's flying. Have we ever seen anything in life where you see an actual plane, a craft that's in an aircraft that's in the actual air, and then people are fixing it while it's in the air, and folks bought into that? And these are supposed to have been the best minds. And then I've heard there were thousands of developers working on the Ethereum network. And then Richard broke it down to like, maybe there's like 10 or less. Best minds now. You see what's Cardano done? Like, and he was a part of the Ethereum collective in the beginning. The head of Cardano, how's Cardano, struggle. But people want to criticize. Oh, is PulseChain going to launch? How if it doesn't launch, that'll be the greatest exit scam in here. People are just dumb, yo. Because, yeah, it'll be the greatest exit scam, but we've been getting exit scammed, those of us who use the freaking dollar since 1913, and folks don't think about it like that. But really specifically since 1971. But people don't really think about, we're getting exit scammed daily. We're getting scammed daily. So if Richie Rich decides to just pull the plug and scam, well, it's all right because we get scammed daily and we've been getting scammed for generations already. So what will be the difference? Foolishness. I mean, really. Those are out of their mind. Stay focused. Remain disciplined. People are like, oh, how do I get into Pulse? How do I get into Pulse X? Should I just... They're asking internet people for advice. Folks are asking internet people for advice. They're not going to ask internet people for advice on how to pay their rent, though. They're not going to ask internet people advice on how to buy their groceries, how to pay their mortgage, how to buy clothes. But they'll ask folks on the internet advice on how to spend their money on crypto. Make it make sense. Oh, what should I do? Should I get Hex, PulseChain? If I can't get the PulseChain, should I just hold on to the Hex and maybe wait till PulseChain and, maybe, or get, sacrifice for Pulse X and then swap? What do you think the ratio is going to look like when you swap for Pulse? Like, calm your ass down. Right? Calm down. But no, it's okay. Because the adage will continue to ring true. There are more people who are impatient than those who are patient. And why I say that is because the few who run the world, the few who represent the elite who run the world, do you think that they deal with impatience when it comes to building wealth? Right. No, they exercise a certain level of patience. That's the same level of patience that they exercise, we can exercise at the bottom of this damn pyramid. But people forget that. So continue to be impatient and continue to let the old adage ring true and just give away all of everything that's dear to you, all your monetary energy and life towards those of us who are going to remain patient. Because the keys are already given to us. This is not hard. The secrets have already been revealed. Enough for us to be successful. The man talks about delayed gratification. That's part of allowing the impatient to give you their wealth, because you're delaying your gratification to be instantly gratified today so that you can pay yourself tomorrow and in the future. That's what this is all about. The keys have already been given, but you're going to allow You're going to allow yourself to become worried, stressed out, sweat, can't sleep because you didn't have a proper plan, because you're not disciplined enough, because you don't care to be disciplined enough, because people just want to get rich quick overnight. Well, give me your bags. That's all. Give me your bags. And a lot of us who just believe in what we believe in or do what we do and continue to live our lives, we're going to continue to thrive, elevate, and evolve. Because this low level shit, because that's where this is it. That's where this is at. Low level mentality, this low level playing field. Best believe there are people who are going to uproot themselves from the bottom and soar straight to the top. That's how the world works. But the masses who continue to be in the dark, to remain asleep, and what's worse is those who do know, who continue to know and not do anything about it, not even take the risk to self-improve, not take the risk to generate wealth, will suffer. It's just the bottom line, because we're suffering every day anyway. So it's not that you'll suffer more. We get scammed every day. How? If you catching this late, but if you hung out with me this long, you know how we getting scammed every day. I explained it. Holding that US dollar. It's scamming us every day. End of story. So that's it. That's it. Do what you decide to do. I'm going to continue to do what I do. And continue to do what I do. Because there's nothing, you could always talk about success. Hex has been successful. You can always talk about that. Folks are stopping video. They're going to stop talking about certain things. I don't understand what that's about. It's because you're just impatient. Impulsive. That's what that's about. People don't even have the interest. They're so impatient, they can't listen to hour-long videos. That's how impatient people are. They can't listen to a 2-hour video. It's too much. It takes too much of their time. Meanwhile, there's so many jewels. There's so much information. There's so much value that's contained in some of this content. Now, I'm not talking about just me. I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about just in general. You know how people just don't want to work hard? They don't want to put the work in. Meanwhile, they miss out on so much. They don't want to listen to certain things. They don't want to read. They don't want to study. They don't want to put the time and the work in. But they want everything for nothing. They want everything given to them, cookie cutter, 5 minutes or less. No, you're going to lose. Plain and simple. Did it take 5 minutes for people to go to school, to be indoctrinated, to become workers? Did it take 5 minutes? Or did it not take 12 plus, 20 plus years? Right? Right? What are we talking about? But no. It is what it is. How long did it take for you to age to the age you are today? Was it overnight? No, it took many nights. Get it together, folks. Get it together, please. If you don't care, you don't care. That's you. Well, I know what I'm going to do. In any case, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Either way, it is what it is. Click the notification bell. You'll know when I drop videos. Upon videos, upon videos. Hope you're having a good day. Always be well, be vigilant, and be strong and committed to anything and everything that's great for you and yours. Peace.